Hello, this is Afro Katiana. Now before I get into my topic for today and everything, let me just explain to you exactly what this channel is about. I am in the Acadiana region of Southwest Louisiana. It's a small region that consists of 7 different parishes and whatnot. And over the last few years and stuff, I have come to notice a lot of racism in the area, as well as a lot of good things going on in this town, in the area and stuff as well. So I want to be able to expose both the good and the bad of the African Americans in the Acadiana area. But unfortunately, today is not the day to expose the good because well, there's some things I just couldn't let slide. As most people know, or if you didn't know, Louisiana has just recently been hit by Tropical Storm Barry. Now, as I was scrolling through the news reports on our local news channel of KATC, I was noticing some disturbing comments under some of the reports. And this is not the first time I've noticed this. They have been several times anytime really, where they speak of anything pertaining to SNAP benefits or known as food stamp benefits and whatnot. The ugly comes out of people. You know, as you know, SNAP benefits is a program and stuff to support the less fortunate and the working poor to help them provide nutritious meals and whatnot for their children. Okay. So the report says people who are regular recipients of SNAP benefits can apply to replace any food they lost because of power outages using the usual replacement process. As of today, there is no disaster benefits available for Hurricane Barry. Okay. So we go to the comments. I'm gonna go all the way to the top too because I want to look through all of them, and y'all can feel free to respond to some of the comments and whatnot, and let these people know. I'm going to respond to some of them myself as well, because this is okay. What about other people who lost their food too? Okay, the report didn't say that they weren't getting, they just said as of now, there is no disaster SNAP benefits. They need to be able to process paperwork for those who are already on it, and that's going to be a little easier than the ones who aren't on it. That's going to take a little longer. Let's see. What about the ones who will abuse it? If it's bad, then it needs to be turned over to someone. I'm not sure what they mean by that. Let's see what the comment. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about. And that's another thing right here what this guy is talking about. They did say on another article that their power had to be out for at least 24 hours in order for them to be eligible for disaster SNAP benefits. Don't worry, the working class will make sure the recipients don't have to struggle with an empty fridge. What about the food expenses that working people lost, working hours lost? Any assistance with that? Or better get a or get a better job. I still got paid for missing Saturday and Sunday. I also didn't lose much food. I bought a ton of ice and put my cold food in the cooler after the power was out for 12 hours. Okay, so I'm guessing this here and stuff they're talking about, they're trying to say that the working class is not receiving any help or something like that. I'm not sure what that. I'm looking for something. Okay, here's one right here. Don't even get me started. It is the biggest rigmarole. What our government is called get a job, but instead people get rewarded for staying at home and not working. Okay, so this is where they're trying to say that people, all most, well, I'm not gonna say because they didn't even say most. They're assuming that people who receive SNAP benefits aren't working, and that's just not true. Okay, there is no way you can receive SNAP benefits and just not work. I mean, SNAP benefits isn't going to pay for your bills. It's not going to pay for your rent. It's not going to pay for any of that stuff. All it does is pay for food. How can they assume that these people are just sitting at home collecting benefits? you know, Especially given the fact that they don't really know what's going on. They're making these assumptions and stuff that these people aren't working and stuff, and that's why they're receiving the help and stuff, and that these people are choosing not to work and just sit at home. And I think that some of them say they choose to sit at home and make babies or something like just that, just so they can continue to get their benefits. Yeah, there is no government system in the face of this earth that can provide for a family, especially a large family like mine. I have 6 kids, me and my husband and stuff. The government, we receive government assistance through SNAP benefits and stuff, and it's not enough. I work 2 jobs. My husband works a full-time job. It's not enough to No government benefit is enough to say we're gonna everything that we're just gonna sit on our asses and just collect this stuff. I don't know where they are receiving this information from, or they're just assuming this because they're being salty because they don't get benefits. But they really need to get over themselves with this stuff and everything. I mean, you were fortunate enough to have a career and a job that pays you enough that you don't have to receive the benefits, and you need to be grateful for that, instead of sitting down complaining about people whom you don't really know nothing about, and you're just making these snap judgments about, and it's really not your business what they're doing. you know And this is another one. Yep, they need more free stuff they could sell for other habits. Okay, this is what this lady or whatever is assuming, that the people on SNAP benefits are all on drugs. Which again is just not true. I mean, come on. Honest to God, if y'all would not see these people walking into the store with their EBT cards, y'all could not tell just from looking at them that they were receiving SNAP benefits. There are people out there who work very hard, who are productive citizens of the Louisiana, Acadiana area and everything, that still need the help with SNAP benefits through whatever reasons and stuff. Reasons are their own. It's no one's fault. It's no one's, it's no one else's business what the reasons are, but they keep making these ugly assumptions and stuff, and I know what it's about. It's not about, oh, people are abusing the system and stuff. They have a clear picture on who they believe is actually abusing the system. There is Every time I go in, and I'm hoping I'm not sure if they'll have this particular kind of comment on here and stuff, but several times when I have done these comments and stuff, I'm recording. I'm recording. No, hell no. All right. So yeah, as I was saying and stuff and everything, every time I have read these comments and whatnot, I come across someone who swears to God that they seen someone in the store, and they always say the lady in the store that they see has a basket full of snacks, a bunch of kids with different baby daddies hanging off of them, and they have their hair done in the updo and their nails done all long, and they're paying all these groceries and all this junk food with their EBT cards and whatnot. Now I have never seen anyone like that. And I've told these people once before, I don't see these things, and they tell me I'm not looking hard enough. Well, of course I'm not looking hard enough. I'm not looking to see what other people's doing with their lives. That's not my business, as well as it's not yours. you know and I mean, being a taxpayer does not justify you sticking your nose in other people's business. And we all know who you're describing when you're describing the hair and the nails and stuff. We know you're talking about black folks, and in reality and stuff, it's not us that's abusing if there is abuse out there, which I don't know because I don't get in people's business, but it's not us you know okay, here I was just this was me writing this and everything. I was just trying to, I could get a little petty. So I was just trying to antagonize them a little bit, asking if anybody had told that story yet about the lady in Walmart. Because let's just face it, for you to be able to see all these things and know everything about this woman just from what you see in the grocery store and everything, it's kind of stalking, and it's creepy. White folks, please stop looking in these people's baskets to see what they're buying, or in their wallets to see how they're paying and everything. That's just creepy. I mean, there are oodles and doodles of people on here complaining about, oh, what about me? We didn't receive. They're not saying you're not going to get it. They're just telling the people who already receive SNAP benefits that they will get it first, because it's much easier for them to do it and stuff. They already have their paperwork done. They already have the EBT cards and stuff, so they just have to prove that their electricity was off for 24 hours or more, and then they will send them their benefits and stuff. But people who are not on benefits have to go through the proper channels and everything, as well as the governments have to go through the proper channels to prepare these benefits and prepare people to take these new applications and stuff and everything, and make sure everybody gets what is due to them. So yes, the taxpayers are eligible for disaster assistance. It's just going to take a little while longer. People, stop complaining on social media all the time about things that you're not. You should read the article. They did not say you're not getting disaster SNAP benefits. They're just saying that for now they are going to get it because they already have the means of receiving it. Be patient and stop judging these people who are receiving these benefits, because you know what? They may have made choices that caused them to bring them to this point. They may have not. We don't know. And plus, you never know where your life is going to end up in the future and whatnot. And don't just say you're never gonna have to need it, or whatnot and stuff. Because God sits up high and He looks down low. Humble yourselves and just be patient. Everybody's going to get the help that they deserve. Y'all have a good night.